There was some story that got put out that said Cheerios are more nutritious than steak and eggs.
I did see that. Yeah.
So it's to the point where the cap is like, they're not even trying to hide it. More nutritious. I could understand general health because it's a little softer on your body. But like healthier, sugar and fucking wheat, I doubt it.
Who was the study from?
And that's the thing. I didn't look into all that because as soon as I read that, I was like, study shows that Lucky Charms, sorry, not Cheerios, are actually more healthy than steak and eggs. And it doesn't say
that doesn't even make sense.
It's a screenshot of Lucky Charms and then a screenshot of a graph. So it's like, the graph is like, I don't know what the fuck. How did you measure this? What was the?
Nah, that's dick suck because ground beef is at the bottom. Yeah, no, that's dick suck. You know who's hard? NLE fucking Chopper. That nigga hard.
I have not been listening to NLE Chopper since the original song came out.
Bro.
Walk 'em Down, I didn't understand why that was a phenomenon. And I'm not even a hater. I think NLE's a cool, like, personality. But
he's a vibe at most.
But, like he's entertaining. I think he's funny. But the whole, like, I don't know. I haven't been listening to his catalog, so I can't hate. But Camelot was not fucking with it.
This one?
I might have heard that before.
Nah, that shit hard. No, that's the blessings of having friends from like other places, because then they actually like show you the type of music that they listen to, and you're like, oh yeah, you know what? The crime makes sense. You know what? Now you're always sad. It just makes sense. I understand. You can understand people's whole life through their discography that they listen to.
Yeah, I would agree.
What's up, y'all? It's your host, Sensei NK, and we're back again with another episode. I'm here with my co-host.
What up, y'all? It's your boy, Pac-Man. Check me out at everything at Pac-Man CXZ with 2 C's. Took the E out because fuck them niggas. They gonna have to send the cease and desist. I'm really, it's a head up, bro. Fuck y'all niggas. It's really up.
Oh God.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to take everything before they tell you it's for use.
They have to send the cease and desist. I don't think they could just take your shit. And I'm not like trying to beat the fucking game. It's just anyway. But yeah.
Fair enough. How's your day going?
My day's pretty good. My final piece of my business is starting to come together, so I can finally start to do foolishness because somebody's finally fucking beat me to it on Amazon. And I'm about to fucking beat their ass. But
someone beat you to it?
Their prices are stupid high, so I'm hoping if I could just beat that, bro, I'm in there. What you talking about?
Hell no. What do they do that's different, or is it literally just the same like that idea that you're going for?
It's similar. It's something I wanted to evolve to because it was something after I was doing my sample research. I was like, this isn't practical for what it's supposed to be, and then they ended up doing that, so I feel like they got ahead of me on the market research. But their prices are terrible. So I mean, I'm very hopeful. In the near future, I will have something to sell you. Please give me your money. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Spit on them bum ass niggas. That's all I gotta say, bro. You know what's one thing that in college, y'all should actually respect y'all marketing majors. Respect the marketing major friends, because just because they had a coloring book for their final does not mean they're dumb. So my friend went and explained to me how Victoria's Secret went and just destroyed everybody else, right? And the idea that they were going for, right, was one, they didn't want men that were buying like lingerie for like their wifey at the cribbo to feel weird, right? That was the first point, right? Because like the founder of it was like, he was in the store, Victoria's Secret, well, at a different like lingerie store, and everyone was just like, why is this grown ass adult in this spot? That's weird. Is it all right? Bet. And he just went and made it Victoria's Secret.
Is it because he was a man or an adult? Are you implying that children were buying lingerie at some point?
Oh no! It's no. It's because of he was a man, not that he was an adult. Yeah,
right.
No. Yeah, no. Of course not. And then they went and said, you know what? We are going to change the way everybody looks at women. And now they're going to dream and pray that they can look like these supermodel angels, even though they can't because they ate licorice this morning. Licorice and gum. And that took a bunch of marketing to really understand that. So respect your marketing majors. And yeah, that is my steal on marketing majors.
Yeah, I was just going to show you the bullshit that they're selling for $65. It's literally half a sweater.
It's a crappie. It's a crop top.
Shit is $65, my nigga. My shit is going to be 60 and it's a whole hoodie, nigga. Like, what?
Bro, when I tell you, motherfucker, is it for women too?
Yeah, I got the little thumb holes. It's cool. Like I said, they beat me to it, but did they? Like, what the fuck? 65? And you got to pay for shipping? My left nut, you're crazy. What are you talking about?
Bro, I've been telling you this. People will pay whatever you tell them to fucking pay. I promise you.
Not 65 for a crop top fucking, nah, because you can get my shit for cheaper, bro.
You know what?
You can get my shit for cheaper, bro.
Crop top hoodie.
That's not how that shit work on Amazon. Amazon economics are different.
You know what? Fair enough. The fact that it is Amazon, I could give it that.
That shit is crazy. 65 is insanity, bro. Even with the embroidery.
60. Okay, you know what? You might be onto something.
Right, it's literally all that fabric is missing. I don't even know how you came up with that number.
You know what? Is it even some like actual like fashionista motherfuckers, or is it literally just like you're buying it for this idea that I'm trying to
I checked
give
them
y'all?
out. They got a little brand. They got the little other stuff.
It's a
too
little
that go with
vibey.
it, but yeah, no, niggas can't even fuck with me. I think it's over, bro.
They can't even slide on you for real?
I think it's over. Once I get this little loan, it's over. I'm gonna end the game.
Amen, 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 amen. Speaking of being adults, bro, I went and got a credit card. I got a couple credit cards this past week or so, and you know, I've never felt like so much of a fucking adult. I am so happy with myself.
Don't crash out, NK.
Hey. I'm too scared for them to say, you know what? We want your mother's house because you were bullshitting. That's kind of what I feel will happen. So, yeah.
Man, don't crash out, NK. No. That's what everybody be saying when they get them.
My homie told me, if you can't buy that shit 3 times, please put that shit down, homie. Please put it down.
It's not even that. Do not ever buy something on your credit card without immediately paying it off.
Oh, yeah, of course.
If you're not going to pay it off that day or whatever, and that's the shit that pisses me off. Sometimes it doesn't post till the next day, so I'm supposed to remember to check it every single day.
Oh, you have to tell the motherfuckers at the bank, please just take it out by debit. Just take it straight from my bank every end of the month. So it's kind of like a Netflix charge.
No, at the end of the month is where you end up fucked up. No, you do it when it happens. Because at the end of the month, you like, oh, I swiped a couple more times than, wait, how'd that?
Oh, shit.
Nah, you got to do that shit when it happens. That's the only way. Or you just got to have bread like that, and then you just don't end up in debt.
Amen. See, we'll try and do the latter. We will really, really try and do the latter. So, yeah, no, life is love. Life is looking up. Like, one thing that I can say, one of my biggest problems with, like, working out and, like, weight gain and, like, that whole health side, right? I tend to go overboard, and it's starting to, I think I might be doing a little bit too much because of the way my body is shaped. I'm shaped kind of like Harden to the point where it's like I could like take a nap for too long and I gain like 20 pounds, right? But I can hit the gym like maybe half speed and I lose and I just have abs now. So I really need to figure out what is my like healthy level because of I find myself thinking about my abs too much.
Chatting. What the fuck are you talking about? Healthy level. I'm gonna need so much more expounding.
You know what? Fair enough. More on the sense where it's like I need to get to a point where I'm like, you know what? I don't even care about working out no more. I need to hurry up.
So more on a personal sense, where a personal mental, where you don't like look in the mirror and you're like, I hate the rolls.
You know, just a little bit. Yes, a little bit. Yes, correct. You know, so have you ever pick up working out again, or do you just leave it be?
I mean, I'd be hitting the push-ups, but I think I got issues with my abdomen, so I gotta go get that checked out.
Just the biome is just off.
But other than that, I mean, my legs aren't getting any weaker, so that's good. Been hitting the squats every day.
Amen. Even without working at that back breaking job, you found another way to like get that same exercise on.
It's not comparable, honestly. I do a really light, like couple squats, couple push-ups every day, probably like twice a day maybe.
I feel it. It sucks being in shape, but you know what brings me more anger and just vitriol than working out? It's watching my Vikings lose every single year, and I personally I don't think I can cause this heartbreak anymore because of the Minnesota Vikings just was one and done when this was one of their best seasons like ever. Had one of the best wide receivers ever. The QB was pretty okay. We had one of the better offensive. We were 13-4. We were winning games. We were winning close games. We were good in the clutch. And yet we are a one and done to a team that low-key shouldn't have made the playoffs. And I personally, I can't keep doing this. I don't think I can keep doing this, bro.
NK, there's only one way.
What's the way?
they either got to put a woman on that team or they have to draft a hockey player. That's the only way.
What about this hockey player?
That's the only way that the Timberwolves can win. That's the only way that the Twins can win. And that's especially the only way that the Vikings are ever going to win. When I said that shit earlier, I was like kind of capping, but I truly do believe the Vikings might go on a Cubs kind of run where it's just 100 years of nothing.
Fuck. So I'm
because we're already, 40? We 40 deep right now?
So I'm going to just die without like cheering for the float? That's just what's going to happen?
For the Vikings, probably. I think the Timberwolves could get it together at some point if they don't end up moving the team to another city because they got new owners. But I have no faith at all in that football team. I will religiously bet against them.
But we have like the best wide. We have the best wide, and he played like shit.
You ever think about it like this? Like, there's just certain teams that no matter who they got, they never really got better. I've never been a football guy, but the Browns have always been ass. They got OBJ, still ass. The Bills, usually ass. They also had OBJ, and I think right now they have Stephon Diggs, right? Or they had Stephon Diggs at one point, still ass. My thing is, there are certain
they lose
teams,
to Patrick Mahomes, but continue.
There are certain teams that will just never be shit, and I think it's purely based on geography and like overall just like energy about the team. I feel like that's why LA wins. I feel like that's why the Lakers win so much. There's so much faith in that basketball team.
Bro, we had damn near 100,000 niggas doing, and we still lost. What do you mean we don't have the energy? Or do you feel like they're just feeding off of us knowing that they're ass, or what?
Here's the thing. I saw quite the post when I was scrolling on Twitter. And the funny thing to me, this man posted this literally 7 to 8 hours before this game even started. So if I could just read to you what it says, if my Twitter would open properly, it's right here. It is literally right at the top. Here we go. Mr. Vikings man. He said, so he's wearing a Vikings t-shirt, as you can see in my picture, right? And the tweet says, First playoff game as a Vikings fan. Can't wait for a completely normal, non-disappointing experience. This is 7 to 8 hours before that game was played. There is always doubt on this team. There will never not be doubt. And I want motherfuckers to understand, it's not even about Minnesota nice. I think it's just about sports. Everybody wants to win, but everybody will always understand, no, the Raiders never. They will always have a diehard fan base, though.
Personally, I saw my homie get a tattoo of the Vikings on his body just for them to be a one and done team. And personally, I think we need to sue the Vikings. I think that's what we need to collectively do, because there's no way we're better than Green Bay. Bro, I think Green Bay might fuck around and win another championship before we get another championship. And at that point, I feel like there's a bigger problem that's underlying everybody else.
And here's another thing, too. What you got to understand is, and this may have been capped because I did read it on Twitter, but there was no Twitter fact check, so I think it's true. I'm not going to lie. Elon did spaz a little bit with that one. So it said the NFL is categorized as, I think it's categorized as an entertainment show and not a game. I think that's what the difference was. Because they can, I don't know if they necessarily do, but they can predetermine the outcomes.
What you mean?
It's an option. They can predetermine
the the refs be on some bullshit, because I do be watching them.
The NFL can orchestrate games however they choose to. Is what I took from that little excerpt that was on the tweet, right? They took a little screenshot.
Way.
So now, is this true? I don't fucking know. I don't watch the NFL. I don't believe in football. I think this shit is dumb. as per my last week rants, if that ever gets posted.
Speaking of last week rants, it was posted this morning. Fantastic. And you're gonna see this tomorrow.
Fantastic.
That's great work. But continue.
So if you hear my last week rant, yeah, I don't really watch football, but still,
entertainment, not sports. You know what? You just might be. It's a sport or
it's categorized as entertainment.
Wow.
What is that? Sport.
It's categorized as it.
No, what's the website? You gotta find something kind of reputable.
Sports Kita.
I don't even know what that is.
That's kind of insane. Not gonna hold you. Twitter, Reddit, Quora, Star Tribune. Okay, we're going somewhere. Or Chicago Tribune. Okay. But as this slows, so you're thinking it's on some WWE type of vibe that's going on right now, right? Huh?
I think that's actually a perfect comparison. Yeah, there are certain characters in the WWE that just will never win, and there are certain characters that will always be bad, or like the villain. You know what I'm saying? I think that will just reign true. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady moves somewhere. Oh, let this nigga be the villain here, and he wins. You know what I'm saying?
Just wins it.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, Tom Brady is amazing. There's no. I've seen it with my eyes.
Before we even get to the Tom Brady, bro, Cowboys, if you don't kill this old man, please be serious, bro. Please be fucking serious.
Everybody keeps trying to, bro. The game is not even over until it's over. I've seen it with my eyes. I don't even like football, like I said, bro. That shit was amazing.
Bro, that nigga is older than LeBron, bro. How are you letting nigga older than LeBron play a more physical sport than LeBron and still be the best player? Yeah, bro, I can't do it, bro.
He just got that determination for real, but
he just hates his kids. I think that's all that is. I think that's all that is, bro.
No, but for real. But for real. But I honestly think what it comes down to is there are certain teams that they will just never let,
It's just not marketable, or what?
I don't think it's about marketable. I think there will be some novelty in, this team being consistently trash, or that team being good every once in a while.
Because, bro,
like I think there's a reason that New York is bad. You know what I'm saying? Could that city handle a championship win? Could they handle that night?
You know what? They're already bad people. They're fucking
everything would just
cars.
get burned down. Like everything would be done. I don't know that New York can handle that. The Rams just won. That wasn't too bad. But I think there's reasons at certain places they just. Meh.
You know what? Personally, I think I want the Knicks to forever be ass. Trade my homie and then continue to be ass. But
the Vikings?
No. New York Knicks. Okay. Yeah, no. Let them niggas forever be ass. But on the terms of the Vikings, I said this shit a couple weeks ago. There's too many parts to football for me to truly give a fuck about it. Because why are we talking about the defensive coordinator? I still don't understand how there's one nigga that's fucking it up so bad. How are we the worst defense in the league? But you know what? That's a whole nother thing.
Somebody look into this and tell me if the NFL is entertainment or an actual sport.
If it's entertainment, let's rob Roger Goodell. That's my take.
Because
on that.
At that point, I'm religiously betting against the Vikings. I'm gonna run it up.
Niggas are making too much money.
Like they will never leave the first round. Like the Timberwolves, bro. Let them get to the playoffs. I already know. Every dollar I have is going against them.
Bro, a nigga did a 9-play parlay. Nigga put in like $900, $400, $900 around there, right? Mm-hmm. And this nigga lost out on $1 million because the Vikings Vikinged. That's insane. That is so insane.
I don't feel bad because are you new here? You remember when that dude missed like a 15-yard field goal? Like I can't even hold bro because I don't have to have that pressure on me. Bro was like not even far for the NFL. He was not even far for professional football. Yeet! Like it was like what the fuck?
Oh my God, I wish it was soccer where you could give niggas death threats and it's just okay. But beyond the point, happy MLK Day. Yes.
Is that a thing?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Is everybody just like...
I mean, niggas are at home. Niggas are sleeping, saying happy black shit. They're just shouting out the black folk.
I wish there was like a celebration for that. Everybody goes and marches in the streets or something.
Oh. We know these new niggas don't like to march. We like to party. We like to celebrate.
We go to the suburbs and turn police dogs loose. Payback, bitch. No.
Get out massive hoses.
Literally. Police. See a little kid biking down the street. This is what the hose like.
Slap a nigga that can slap a white boy that can read. That's just what the whole day is for. But you know what? Fair enough.
Nah, literally. You can't go to school here.
Bro, I found out that there was comedy during that time period, and I'm so blown. They had black people doing comedy, and personally, for me, I thought that whole era was just ass. It was just so ass.
No, that's when like black people were making all the best music. Like that's when they got all that bluegrass and all that bullshit. Oh, that was like the best for like arts. It wasn't a great time for black people.
The Renaissance was late. Yeah, the Renaissance part was late. But no, this dude was doing comedy. Was talking about like the time that they were living in front of all these white folks, and everyone was laughing. And obviously, you're like, wow, am I the bitch for not thinking this is funny? That was the first thing I'm out here thinking of. The nigga was hot. He was going crazy. He was going crazy. But just the fact that shit existed at that time period was the part that was blowing me so much.
I mean, they had entire shows where they replaced white people with black people with white people. So I imagine that was in jest. I would imagine that they weren't like reenacting slavery. They weren't having like roots with white people. That'd be my imagination. But
bro, there's this one. They can't fire me. Fuck it. So there's keep trying to make motherfuckers play 12 Years a Slave. That is the vibe that niggas are going with. And I'm like, all right, bro, that's wild. That's
like, to watch it?
Yes, as like Black History Month, like a Black History Month movie. I'm like, all right, bro.
Hey, yo. I think motherfuckers are misconstrued. Wrong audience. Flip the script. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's cool. Like, bro, y'all got it.
That's crazy.
But no, you know some black movies that motherfuckers need to watch? Black Klansman.
Any other one. Any other movie that's not... Did you say 12 Years a Slave? 12 Years a Slave and Roots are the only two that are off limits. You could have picked anything else, bro. What the fuck?
Bro, nigga could have even picked The Color Purple, and that one's ass as fuck, bro.
What's the one with Taraji, bro? Like, literally. How many movies is Chadwick in? Literally. Like, any of them shits would have sufficed.
Oh, you know what? Chadwick Boseman, every single black movie that nigga's in is a hit, and it's so pro-black.
He plays multiple like historical figures too. Like, bro, there were so many other choices. Motherfucking Malcolm X, even.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. But I feel like there's this chokehold around black people being just poor. And
play
just
Ali.
Hey, hell another one. Fucking who's the nigga that made niggas go to school? Marshall Thurgood? Thurgood Marshall? Something like that.
Don Q. That's not. He's just coincidentally black. I don't even think that was about school, was it? I don't know.
The Kid?
Akeelah and the Bee. That has to be a black movie.
Oh God. You know what? I think that we as a culture, we need to step away from black people being sad and we need to focus on black joy. That's all.
The Princess and the Frog. Come on. There's so many others, like anything else.
Every other black
anything else.
Black Panther, nigga, fuck.
The Jeffersons. That's not even like had shit to do with, but like still anything else with black people in it, bro.
Hey, I guess motherfuckers didn't know about black movies, bro. That's all I gotta say to that.
Man.
But no shit. What are some movies that you've been really into recently?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't remember the last time I watched a movie on purpose.
Really? I watched Sorry to Bother You the other day. And honestly, we were missing out on so many classics. There were so many classics recently.
Who's we? I showed that movie to hella people.
Oh, okay. Beautiful. See,
I showed that movie to hella people. And motherfuckers was like, motherfuckers was trying to call me weird. And I said, hey, you calling me weird, but you gonna have this shit stuck in your head. Watch.
You know, if not, facts.
Nigga shit. It's like, I keep telling niggas, bro, that shit gets stuck in your head.
On God. You know what? The white voice. That part was kind of fucking me up, not gonna lie. Do you know the one with when the woman does her whole like art show and then they're throwing like tomatoes at her face? And
the scene in Sorry to Bother You where the woman does her art show and people throw tomatoes at her?
Yes, correct. Did you peep that she was in her white voice?
Gang, it's been a minute.
Oh, damn. That's the part that blew me the most because she was talking so much shit about the white voice and just for her to find out that she has her own.
Yes, it was a very artsy movie. It was a good time. It really was. Was Terry Crews in it? Back before niggas hated Terry Crews. It was a great time.
Personally, I feel like the niggas hate Terry Crews because every time I see him, he's just smiling like it's a little bit much.
Crews has done some egregious cooning. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
What did I miss? Hold on.
It's the shit that like, you know when niggas be calling people, and I know this wasn't on the docket, but since it correlates.
Black shit.
You know when niggas was like, yo, Andrew Tate's bad, and everybody was like, nah. And then in retrospect, it was like, yo, this nigga is literally telling niggas how to pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
Who were we talking about originally? I forgot.
Terry Crews being a goon.
So Terry Crews went out and fucking, he just kind of like was saying, oh yeah, I would never do this and that, and all this shit is like bad for black people, whatever. And he got caught doing that, or like I can't remember exactly.
Okay.
It all started when he got groped by a white man. I remember that for sure.
Terry Crews
Cooning. But that, from my memory, it was just a lot of cap shit that he's been caught, just like what do you call it? Being a hypocrite.
Wow, promoting equality is a black supremacist because they have determined who is black and who is not. We love it.
And also because of how he talks, I think.
Coon, Uncle Tom, terms elitists love to use when trying to silence.
I think it's also because of how he talks. Because if you ever hear Terry Crews in like any TV show versus like Terry Crews in an interview, you're like, nigga, what is
He's
this?
playing a character every single goddamn time.
No, it's like I get that he has like daughters, but he sounds like a bitch. Like he sounds like a girl.
You know what? That's a theory I've been trying to. I'm going on with a lot of big niggas. Do they actively have to make themselves like small and like less like what's the word? Aggressive and what's that shit called when you're like
Less intimidating?
Yes, there it is.
I think so.
Just because you're big, and I feel like that nigga's just living that to like 110.
Here's the thing. Everybody loves Terry Crews already.
But I feel like they love him for the cooning. I feel like that's most of it.
So here's the thing. We are not going to call white chicks cooning, even though he was quite literally cooning as a character. But that's not here nor there. That shit was amazing. And from that point forward, he was solidified. It was done. And then he ended up being new Debo and a whole bunch of other shit. And it was perfect. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he really needed to go out his way to be like, hey, look at me, I'm nice. He did the Family Show. That was one of my favorite shows on TBS.
Oh, the motherfucking
What, Affion Crockett's sister?
Oh, I was thinking.
Are we done yet? I think that's what it was called. Or are we there yet?
Damn, I only know that nigga from
Everybody Hates
Everyone
Chris.
Hates Chris. There it is.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's always played very wholesome characters, except for like in like Expendables and shit. So it's like, you can say that, but like, maybe it's because I'm black. I've always thought Terry Crews was hella nice.
Part about Terry Crews that's blown it, I think that he was going so hard into trying to be like the person that brings like white folks and black folks, like everybody together. And I feel like it's literally just for that bag.
This may not have been the greatest tangent to go off on, because I wish I could hit you with more facts, because I know what I'm saying is somewhat true. I've seen it and I can't tell you exactly what it is. So I don't want to sit here and cap on some shit that this nigga may not have done.
Okay, fair enough.
So
fair enough.
I guess we could move on. But I know that nigga did it. I seen it with my fucking eyes.
Sex scandal or Damon Idris spitting on
Which sex scandal?
with the police officers?
Oh yeah, that got to. That is just straight clown shit.
5 officers were fired and 3 others were suspended following a sex scandal at police department in Tennessee. And you know what? She does look like a cop. She does look like one that you'd pass. And I love it. I love it. But getting fired, I feel like that's kind of excessive. Why are y'all hating on sex?
Getting fired, that picture is excessive. Bro.
What do you mean?
I think the crazy part to me is that they have your face like plastered everywhere. Do you understand that all police departments have PR teams? So it's like, for this to happen, it seems like a little bit of like, was like necessary. You know what I'm saying? I think some names might have needed to be released, but it's just like the fact that they got her face just so like, just in that bitch is like, man.
You know what? They knew they're gonna go viral. That's what they're trying to go for, bro.
Have you seen pictures of any of the dudes?
Of course not.
And
You hate women. The world hates women.
She got fired for like, a couple of them got fired for fucking on the job. That was the problem.
That's insane.
And that's what she got fired for specifically. But
okay.
She was fucking like 8 different people in the department, and yeah.
See, my whole thing is, I find it so OD that motherfuckers cannot be finding love at the workplace, when that is how motherfuckers are finding their love for the past 70 years. Why are you trying to force me on my phone? No, I'm not going for that.
It's also caused a lot of problems. I found out recently that one of the few places that you can have workplace relationships is on a cruise ship.
Why is it because of like the waters, the jurisdictions are different from state, or
you
what?
work very long hours, and also you're not allowed to really interact with the guests. So yeah,
go on a cruise ship, work there. I don't think I can work on a goddamn cruise ship. That sounds so ass. Holy fuck, that sounds so ass.
We'll get back to it. Don't let us forget. But I was watching this dude's video. Everybody shares two to a room, and you have like little bunk beds, and it's like literally smaller than you think it is, right? Like
these motherfuckers are roommated up in college.
Nigga, it's smaller than your room.
That's insanity.
Listen, in their bunk, they have a shoilet. It is a shower floor with a shower head, sink, and toilet. You know what I'm saying? All just like, so the toilet is in your shower basically. So it's like
that's a hazard.
If you ever wanted to shit, your toilet seat's basically always gonna be wet. So it's 2 to a bunk, right? If you have your own bunk, you're basically guaranteed to fuck whatever you want to. Because nobody wants to share a bunk. So it's like, hey, let me just sleep with you.
That is insane. Wait, first of all, you know what? Let's go back to this sanitary hazard. So motherfuckers will shit, wipe, close the shit down, and just do this, and the shower just begins. While the shitter is right there.
So yeah, you flush your shit down, and then it's like, but it's like a toilet, you know? And it's just in the shower.
Bro, that's insane.
As well as your sink.
Bro, you're not supposed to flush with your toothbrush in the same place, in the bathroom. Because the shit just flies everywhere, and then the shit is literally particles everywhere.
I mean, you could put the seat down, but it's just like, I mean, it's just the fact that niggas are living like that, and people are like, I love that shit.
Niggas is horny.
The way he explained it, it's like a forever vacation. And motherfuckers go home and be like, oh, so many bills, and life is hard, and I can't fuck whenever I want to. Like, niggas be horny for real.
Nah, bro, get a real job, bro.
You're just in the middle of the ocean for bad days.
And I'm assuming you're not supposed to like shoot your shot or do anything with like the not the employees, the customers, right?
You can't with the customers, but people still do. And if you're a performer, then you get to like have some of the guest amenities, but all the rest of the people that aren't performers, you literally can't use like the pool or like they can't
know you exist kind of thing.
They have an employee club, like yeah, they have a whole separate section.
Fuck no,
holy like shit. I don't understand. And you know what's worse? United States ships use flags from other states so that they don't have to pay you United States wages. So you're not even getting paid pesos? Shit. You're not even getting paid shit.
Bro, that is insane. No, yo, one last detour. I don't think I could ever work in hospitality shit, bro. So I was watching the show White Lotus, right? Season 1, they're on a resort, the workers, yada, yada, yada. And the way it seems, bro, you have to be happy when you're serving everybody. No, fuck that. That is so ass.
You know what's crazy?
What?
If you're not happy when you're serving everybody, you're not going to be able to pay your bills. That's crazy.
There's a part of the show where like they have like Hawaiians dancing and they're like, oh, this is the traditional Hawaiian shit, yada yada yada. And then you find one of the characters like, oh yeah, no, we owned this and they just kicked us the fuck out. The government just went and sold this to these motherfuckers and we just have to work here. That is insane. That is so insane. Yeah, nah, bro. I should have in your basket too, bro. I promise you.
Man, but all of that to say, you whore.
Bitches can't get no play at the bar, bro. Fuck. God damn.
I just think, like, bro, you know what's crazy? She's married.
So they want to ruin it for everybody.
We're going back to the police officer.
Yeah, yes, of course. So I was assuming that everybody in that thing was like married, not to each other, but to their other spouses, right? Imagine your spouse is caught up in that nonsense.
Well, according to the news broadcast or whatever the fuck I watched, she was in some kind of open deal, and so she was really running it the fuck up. She was really running it the fuck up in that police department. And you ever think about that?
She was going for numbers in that goddamn apartment?
You ever think about it? Like, how'd she even get caught up? Somebody wanted to fuck and she was like, nah.
See, bro, you're hating, bro. Why are you hating?
I'm telling the boss. Like, damn, that's
you know
crazy.
What? I know how many situations had that been the deal. All of them. All of them. But there's always one nigga that can't get no ass and ruin it for everybody.
It's one thing if you don't get it. It's like, bro, why you gotta hate though? She don't owe you shit.
Like, bro, you hate your job the way I hate my job. Now I can't get ass in my job, bro. You're hating. You're fucking hating. But you know what? It couldn't be me.
If anything, this should be a testament to show you cops are regular people. Wouldn't you catch 8 bodies at your job? Apparently, it be going down at the Amazon warehouses. I hear stories, but I don't know how true them shits are. Like, how do y'all have the time?
Nigga, don't they put like a watch on you to see if you're not moving and shit?
I hear Jeff be timing the bathroom breaks, so it's like I don't. But
You nut
apparently they
in
be
like
going
5
crazy.
minutes, bro. You're bullshitting me. You're bullshitting me.
I hear they be getting there going crazy, but I don't know. I don't work out there. I gotta ask somebody.
You know what? I feel like that industry and like McDonald's and like fast food shit, because niggas have like this whole backside.
I don't think fast food be going down. Like, I don't think they be fucking at the place. Amazon workers be fucking at the place.
That bitch just so big, it's a maze.
Yeah. If you're talking about restaurant workers fucking, that's more like sit down restaurants. It's always the waitresses and the fucking
the cook is in the back.
Yeah.
If the cook is not creepy, because I've heard a lot of cooks are just ruining it for everybody else. Be serious, bro.
And they are also drug addicts. But before we go off on a third tangent, this whore. You honestly,
Or you.
I don't know. I feel like she was doing community service. That, like, she probably saved hella women for getting their ass beat at home. You know what I'm saying? No, but like, think about it. If that's what they're doing at work, she probably saved hella shorties from getting their ass beat at home.
You know what? Fair
She's
enough.
really out here protecting the servant, doing the jobs that these people would not. I think that's really no. But look, is that not really what it comes down to for me to come? She's doing preemptive work too. That's not what the police do. She's going above and beyond. The police only respond when shit happens. She going above and beyond. She said, "Oh no, I'm not gonna let you put your hands on her. I'm not gonna let you do it. Hell no."
No, the police is the only job that's the same from slavery till now. Niggas are still beating their wife.
I'm saying, bro.
Hell no. Whew.
Protecting his servant at his finest.
Amen, 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 amen. Amen, 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 amen. But, you know who needs some of their balls handled better? Basketball players. Because this is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. I'm a Lakers fan, and I don't believe I'll be having enjoyment for a while now. So I have to start looking at like college and trying my best to like enjoy that shit. And when I tell you that shit is just not working, bro, I went and watched this D1 nigga smoke a lay. This nigga smoked a lay. You're 6'7". How did that happen? Yeah, no, you're unserious. That's all I can take about that.
Nah, that happens a lot in the NBA too. But I mean, we gonna get 1 year of LeBron and Bronny, and that's good enough for me, honestly.
You know what? Fair enough. Have you been watching any of the Lakers game?
I haven't. I've been trying to get tickets to this Lakers game, but I got to get the money together to do that shit.
Oh, when they play here?
Yeah, because I think if I go, he could potentially break a record at that game. So
When is the? I heard it's gonna take like 2 weeks
what do you mean?
for him to break the record.
He could break a record because he's up for like 5 this season.
Oh no, I was talking about the record.
Well, I would love to be there for that one, but let's be serious.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
I wouldn't be able to afford those tickets. Motherfuckers timed that shit out already. I wouldn't be able to afford that shit.
You know what? Fair enough. Nah, bro.
And realistically, it's like, how many more seasons does LeBron really have? He wants more seasons. It's not guaranteed. That nigga's old. So, like, I feel like you got to kind of get in at some point.
Bro, you know what? All y'all dick suckers that was on the LeBron is ass, MJ's the GOAT, yada, 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 not appreciating this greatness, keep joking, and in 7 years, the top 10 players now will all retire. All of them will be gone. From Kawhi to LeBron to Steph to KD to Russ. Give Russ his flowers. That's all this is here for, Russ propaganda. Give Russ his flowers. He's a great player, and I'm tired of it.
Russ is a very athletic player. He is not a good basketball player.
Eating dick.
He's not good at the game.
He's good at passing. He sets up big men that are ass. Look at Thomas Bryant. He's not shitting anymore.
Him being on this team with LeBron has proved he's not good at the game. How do you have the best player in the league, unarguably the smartest, most highest basketball IQ nigga in the league? You're the most durable, most low-key, most bouncingest, havingest, fastingest nigga in the league, and you're worse. You're worse with the best player.
Bro.
That should tell you everything. He's not good at the game.
Niggas need to add more shooters to this goddamn team. That's all I got to say about this, because there's no reason that we should be in the running for Webben fucking Yama. Stop it. We're good at this game. We can't keep losing these 1-2 point ass games. Did you see Russ bullshit versus the Sixers? Because every time I'm about to give Russ his flowers, he dribbles it.
Yeah.
And just loses the ball. Just loses the ball. Like he's not an NBA player. But you know what? That is beyond the point. But one thing that I wanted to start this tangent off with before I went on my rants real quick Do you think this American style of basketball is just gonna like implode upon itself? Since the fact that everyone wants to be a highlight reel instead of like being a Steve Nash or like actually understanding how motherfuckers play the game.
You're talking about fundamentals of basketball versus the NBA. You cannot compare the NBA.
Oh no, not the NBA, but like the players that are having right now, like in elementary to middle school to high school. Do you think by the time they get to the NBA, like let's say in 10 years, do you think like the game is gonna be like not bad, but there's just gonna be so much more European players? Like it's gonna be not damn near more European than American, but it's looking like it.
I think it's gonna be like anything else.
How so?
American kids just don't. Like they just don't. Like, and that means so many different. They don't care. They don't do. They don't try. Like, and I wish I could say that it was like my personal experience. It seems to be a general thing across the country. Whether that be like the safety or you're just coddled your whole fucking life, your parents are trash, whatever you want to fucking boil it down to, it seems to be a phenomenon. So there will just be less American kids that try to get into the NBA. And not only that, there will be more European kids that have the opportunity to get into the NBA. And not only that, they don't have shit else. So yeah, they're going to try hard as fuck. And these American kids are already barely trying. They're going off athleticism. You know, you already see that shit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So
that's fair.
I think it's inevitable because that's like anything else. Like any other industry, like that's important, has been taken over by
Everybody else.
Anybody else, literally. Nigerian, Indian, fucking anybody.
Southeast
else.
Asian, bro. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean.
Fucking some Russian dude, like literally.
See, my whole thing is, bro. I was watching an element. I think it was like an elementary game, right? I don't know. Mother guys be on YouTube for real. But as they're playing, this dude goes, he shoots, and then he's celebrating like a motherfucker. I'm like, if motherfuckers are already celebrating right now, imagine when they like start getting like actually good, and that's all they're trying to do. And my whole thing, I feel like the antithesis of it is a player like Mikey Williams, right? Where they have all the bounce, millions and millions and millions of followers before even touching the college game, right? And then we move that over to a player like Zion Harmon. He had a crazy mixtape. Everyone thinks, oh yeah, no, this would be the nigga. Da, 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 da. And then we see with other niggas that what's that one dude that like was like dribbling hella, like he would like slap a nigga and then do it across and like shoot it. Julian Newman, there it is. there it is. There'll be a bunch of Julian Newmans running around. I feel like that is just like the way this stuff is heading to. And I personally hate it.
To where it's just for social media?
Yes, that's all they're doing it for.
I think Julian Newman was a bad example because nobody in his family is over 5'5". So I don't think that was ever going to be like viable in any way, shape, or form. You can see that nigga's dad on a regular basis. Like they had a whole show. That motherfucker was not 5'6".
How did we let that happen?
My thing is, if that's what you were going off of, you never had a chance. My thing with everybody else, I think that hype does a lot, but then also hype isn't always unwarranted. You know?
Okay.
Like everybody been talking shit about Bronny and Bronny's overhyped, this, that, and the third. Bronny's cold.
He'll be smooth. Yeah, no, he'll be smooth.
Bronny's cold right now.
Yeah, he's not gonna be like his dad or nothing like that, but he's
Bronny is cold right now. He is a short LeBron right now.
He's cool. Yeah, no, he's shooting. He can shoot. Yeah.
No. Bronny is a small LeBron. I don't care how you feel about it. And niggas won't fold to this because of who's on his team, right? Bronny is a small LeBron right now.
Small LeBron.
Besides the clout, like if it wasn't for all the clout talks and him being LeBron's son,
you think he's a D1 athlete?
You would just believe me. If it wasn't for him literally being LeBron's son, you would just believe me. You gotta understand who's on his team.
Okay, yeah, no.
LeBron letting this nigga play with scrubs.
No, that's fair. That is one thing I will give you about that Sierra Cannon team. He was trying to be the man when you literally have 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. And they had him like being like a passer and shit like that, a facilitator and all that stuff. And then when he does come to his scoring ability, it's not as polished as it should be. But yes, that makes sense because
it's not about it being polished. He's 6'2".
Yeah.
Bronny's cold, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
6'2's not that tall. What you mean?
That's his only setback is that he's small. You're talking about his scoring ability. He's 6'2" playing against 6'5", 6'8" motherfuckers, but he's still scoring though. So my thing is like, no, that motherfucker's cold. If he was anybody else's son, it wouldn't be up for debate.
If he was anybody else's son, he would be like a D2 athlete right now.
Whatever. I think clout ultimately does something for you, but depending on who you are, it can be a setback. I think for Andrew Wiggins and fucking whoever else in Zion and whoever else in the last couple of years that was supposed to be the next LeBron, that ultimately got them the number one spot as opposed to just going high in the draft. Is just the clout and overall the hype from the mixtapes and all the rest of the shit.
But I feel like that's a completely different thing because it's like with them motherfuckers, they were actually cold. They were genuinely just better than everybody else that was around them, and that was just the conciseness for everybody.
Zion was a baby Shaq, but Zion was also OD fat. Everybody forgets that. Zion was really overweight and went number one. He's 6'8" and weighs as much as a freshman's Shaq.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's insane.
6'6", but yeah, no, it makes it even worse. Yeah, no, very
That's
true. Very
insane.
true. Very true.
So for him to go number one, that should show you that it does do something.
See, I want to say that he was like objectively better than everybody else, but he had a lot more of an upside than everybody else because he was just bigger and stronger than everybody else that was around him.
And like I said, when you're talking about drafting a rookie and you have a number one pick, are you going to pick up somebody that is definitely a liability? No. I think that the clout does add a little bit. Like, think about anybody else in that draft who was more nobody. So,
yeah, no,
and you could talk about every other draft too. Lonzo Ball going where he did in that draft made no fucking sense. He was not that good. Clout does do something for you.
No, that's true. No, clout is a great thing, but I feel like that is distorting the game at his basis because motherfuckers are trying to go for the clouts instead of being actually good at hoops. I feel like that's where we're headed to.
I don't think it's go for. I think it's like you post and people are attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? How many people are making? How many Mikey Williams are there? How many people are trying to be like Mikey Williams? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you either are that or you're not.
Okay, I'll take that. Is David Idris wrong for spitting on Lori Harvey?
Because he's apparently best friends with Michael B. Jordan. I can't see the problem with this the way that this woman fucks everybody.
Okay.
Like, and that's just the public ones.
That's the pub. Okay.
I'm not calling her a hoe or no shit. Do what you live your life.
Woman.
Whatever
Yes,
the fuck you want to do.
Wrong, beautiful woman.
I don't see how it's like, oh wow, you fucked my best friend. Yes, nigga, she fucking everybody. I probably would too. No cap. You got to think about who she is for real. She's Steve Harvey's stepdaughter or some shit. Everybody wants to fuck you because you exist. I'm sliding, bro. Like as a dude, flip the script. I'm sliding. What are you talking about?
No, that's fair.
Because I exist. I look good. Fuck it.
You know what? I think while I'm on Twitter watching everybody, I feel like y'all are just projected because of y'all know y'all ain't fucking no bad bitches like Lori Harvey. That's all it is. That is all it is.
I could understand if y'all are really friends like that, but from what I hear,
real quick, who the fuck is like really like this in Hollywood? That doesn't even make sense for me. That doesn't even make sense for real.
There's people that coincidentally grew up together and it's like you don't know about, and then there's people that like, you know, become friends at like parties and shit. I guess it kind of depends on like who you run into, right?
But like at that point, it's like,
I mean, along with.
Nigga, you're at work. I feel like that's just work more than anything else.
A lot of Hollywood is networking, so it's like, you know, going out to clubs and shit.
But see, here's another thing about networking that I've really learned. Motherfuckers that network, they're not really cool with everybody like that, for real.
Yeah, you're not best friends, but like.
But I mean, like, to the point where it feels like niggas owe you something like, don't hit this person because that was my girl. Die, bro. Die. And that's where I stand on that.
I don't know, bro. But the way that she was just sliding on everybody, I don't think that you could sit here and I hear apparently once you get to that level too, like you got to think about being Michael B. Jordan. Like that motherfucker is like doing whatever he wants to, kind of sort of like sliding this, that, and the third. And shorty, hey, come on over. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing stopping you from having like a huge party with every bad bitch in New York.
Once your life is like that, I think it's a lot harder for you to be attached to somebody.
Tell them again.
Like that through sex. I feel like it's a lot. Once you've had all the sex, I think it's a lot easier for you to be like, I like this person and I want this person in my life. I don't really care if you're fucking other people.
Fuck, bro. That I totally agree with that because it feels like the more fame and shit you get, the less that you not really can hold it above somebody to just be fucking everybody because it's like, well, you're literally interacting with all of the baddest bitches. IG models are lame to you. So who am I to tell you, nah, bro, just for the sanctity of what we're doing, and we're not even married for real. So no, that's fair. That's fair as fuck.
Yeah, I think it's really because you be listening. I don't know, motherfuckers be cat, but you listen to a lot of motherfuckers interviews and stuff, and it's like that first year or two of your fame, you fucked everything. You fucked everything that was in your DM. Every DM you slid, it's like I've done everything, bro. The shit is dead. It's like I just want to find somebody that I like. I hate all them bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it really got to come
finding
down
someone that you can actually like sit down and just not do shit with is just
or
like,
somebody that you just really somebody that you just really appreciate.
Your energy makes me happy.
So it might be for him. It's like, yeah, Lori was cool. Like she was alright, but
We were projecting for real.
Yeah.
Fuck. Anything else you want to hit on?
If you are a loved one is depressed, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Contact this number here, or don't,
or hit the link below. Subscribe might make you a little bit happier too, but we don't know. We're not doctors.